Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so we got a Hawks team to prepare for tonight. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Lakers play them in Atlanta, the start of a 5-game road trip that is expected to run through, a week and a half? I don't know. I don't really know. I'm just talking. But I did see highlights from the Hawks. I watched 5-game highlights yesterday morning and then found out they were playing again, or was reminded rather that they played again. So I ended up watching 6 Hawks highlights. I watched the Hawks podcast. I've been very much paying attention to this Hawks team at random over the past 24 hours or so, and kind of been getting a feel for what they've been up to. Since I went through 6 highlights, I'm gonna make you listen to 6 box scores of the Hawks so that it wouldn't be in vain. Plus, they're a pretty interesting team because they're without a few people that I think make them what they are, and this is a very much trap game. This is very much a trap game for the Lakers tonight without Trae Young. So let's get into it, man. We got a lot to go over. We're going to start from the furthest 6th game, like a week and a half ago, and work our way up to the front, unlike what I did last time. So bear with me. We're going to go back to when they played the Chicago Bulls, which is a 128-123 victory for the Bulls, back when people had only played 4 games in the season. And the Hawks, I think they still had Trae Young on the floor, if I'm not mistaken. They were shooting pretty well in this one, 50%, 49 of 98. And the Bulls shot 52%, 48 and 92. From the 3, the Hawks shot 11 of 32, 34%, and the Bulls shot 16 of 43 for 37%. Both teams shot in the mid 70% rather, for the Hawks, 14 of 20, and 76% for the Bulls, 16 of 21. The Bulls won the boards big, 51 to 36. The Bulls had 12 offensive rebounds to the Hawks 8, and 33 assists for the Bulls, 32 for the Hawks, 5 steals for the Bulls, 8 for the Hawks, 4 blocks for the Bulls, 1 for the Hawks, and 18 turnovers for the winning Bulls. 24 points conceded off of those. That's not something you're going to see very much. And 6 turnovers for the losing Hawks. 11 points conceded off of those. You're not going to see that very much. 21 was the fast break points for the Hawks, 22 for the Bulls, and 66 points in the paint for the Hawks, 64 for the Bulls. At one point, the Bulls were up by 11, and the Hawks had a 13-point lead at one point. So this game was all over the place. The Hawks probably should have won it, given how well they were taking care of the basketball. But apparently, they were not able to overcome 8 players in double figures for the Bulls. Man, the Bulls started off hot, man. They've been fantastic since Josh Giddey has had the backcourt to himself, basically, without any other guards. And he's just been able to do what it is he's never been able to do, which is showcase his playmaking ability and his ability to orchestrate a team. Every team he's been on has had multiple guards that do what he does, so he's had to kind of fit in and play out of position his entire career until right now. And now we're seeing what Giddey was drafted to be in the first place. So I'm not surprised to see Giddey go off. He's an MVP candidate right now, and rightfully so. He has those Bulls playing extremely well, and this was in the thick of their great start. We won't go over the Bulls box score at all, but we will definitely go over the Hawks in each of these games. So let's get into the Hawks. Jalen Johnson had 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals on 11 of 18 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3 in 32 minutes. He was a minus 14. To do all of that and still be a minus 14. Zachary Richardson, 20 minutes of play, only had 2 points in this game, 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. He has since been playing better. We'll see his improvement as we go along. Kristaps Porzingis, 26 minutes of play, 27 points. That's pretty good. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 11 of 17 from the field, and 3 of 6 from 3. Yeah, that was a pretty good game for him. He was a minus 8, though. Trae Young, 34 minutes of play, 21 points, 3 rebounds, 17 assists, 1 turnover. That's incredible. 7 of 22 from the field, not incredible. 1 of 10 from the 3, definitely not incredible. So he had some good and some bad, and ultimately his team lost, but it is what it is. He was a minus 5 in 34 minutes. Dyson Daniels, 2 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 of 8 from the field. He's been having a hard time finding his shot, but I think he's starting to snap out of that slump now. So we will see his progression as well. 34 minutes of play, he was a minus 15. Onyeka Okongwu, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 8 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. Really good game for Onyeka in 29 minutes. He was a plus 4 off the bench. Mohamed Gay, 4 points in 10 minutes of play, 2 or 3 from the field, or 1 from 3, a +8 there. Luke Kennard, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 or 2 from the field, 1 or 1 from 3, +4 there. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 30 minutes, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 6 of 11 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. Yeah, -13. He shot well in that one. But I do expect him to miss a lot of shots here and there. At the end of the day, like I said, the Bulls had 8 players in double figures. They were just rolling all over the place. They killed on the glass. Vucevic and Giddey, all of them. Dosunmu, they all had big games. And ultimately, they were able to get the victory at that stage of the season. And so let's move on to what the Hawks did next, because we still have 5 more games to cover. And I'm going to cover them all. I ain't watch all that crap for nothing. All right. The next game was the game that Trae Young got hurt in. They did beat the Brooklyn Nets 117-112 in BK. And we'll see how that went. Hawks shot 47% from the field, 44 of 93. The Brooklyn Nets shot 45% from the field, 40 of 88. The Nets shot 29% from the 3, 11 of 37. And the Hawks shot 39%, 13 of 33 from the 3. The free throw percentage, Hawks 16 of 22 for 72%. Nets 21 of 27 for 77%. The Nets were +3 on the boards, 47 to 44. Nets had 15 offensive rebounds to the Hawks 13. The Hawks had 33 assists to the Nets 23. That's something to keep an eye on. 11 steals for the Hawks, 4 for the Nets, 8 blocks for the Hawks, 4 for the Nets, 8 turnovers for the Hawks. They were taking care of the ball in the second straight game. 7 points conceded off of those. And the Nets, not so much. 16 turnovers, 27 points conceded off of those. That's pretty bad. Fast break points, 18 for the Hawks, only 5 for the Nets. And 50 points in the paint for the Hawks, 46 for the Nets. The Nets were up by 12 points at one point in this game, and the Hawks ultimately had a 17-point lead, but won by 5. And let's look at our opponent's box score, the Hawks. And we will overlook the team that we have no interest in seeing anything from at this time. If this will load up. All right. So, Jalen Johnson, 29 minutes of play, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 10 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, a -11. Zach Ricochet, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He was a -3 in 28 minutes. Kristaps Porzingis, 25 minutes of play, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 of them offensive rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 6 of 14 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, a -4 there. Trae Young got hurt, only played 7 minutes, had 6 points, 1 assist, 1 block, 2 of 4 from the field. -1, unfortunately, get well soon, Trae Young. Dyson Daniels had 35 minutes to play, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 3 of 10 from the field, or 1 from 3. Still shooting poorly, a -5 there in 35 minutes. Onyeka Okongwu, 28 minutes to play, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 5 of them offensive. Actually, he had 14 rebounds, 5 offensive. 2 assists and 4 of 10 from the field, and 1 of 3 from 3. A +16 for his squad. Muhammad Gay had 14 minutes out there from 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, +9. Luke Kennard, 28 minutes, 17 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block, 5 of 8 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 32 minutes to play, 18 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 7 of 17 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3. That boy can play some defense. And Keaton Wallace, in 14 minutes to play, he had 3 points, 5 assists, 1 rebound, 1 of 1 from the 3. Yeah, he was a +10. So the Hawks got the win, but of course they lost Trae Young in this one, and that was really the story. Michael Porter continues to thrive in a losing situation. He had 32 points out there. The Nets had 5 players in double figures, but ultimately could not overcome a hobbled Hawks team. Very depressing stuff for Atlanta to win a game, but lose Trae Young. All right, so they bounced back even further. Actually, they won the game, but they had a really good game against the Pacers up next. In Indy, 128-108 was the score. And, of course, they're trying to live without Trae Young at this point. And playing a bad Indy team who was 0-5 at the time was exactly what they needed. The Hawks shot 54% from the field, 51 of 94. The Pacers shot an abysmal 35% from the field, 35 of 99. Pacers also shot really bad from three, 13 of 47 for 27%. And the Hawks shot 10 of 30 from the three for 33%. The Pacers got to the line a lot, 25 of 33, 75%. The Hawks only got there 20 times, hit 16 of them for 80%. The Hawks were +6 on the boards, 55 to 49. The Pacers had 18 offensive boards. The Hawks had 12. The Hawks had 30 assists to the Pacers 23. That's something I'm looking at. The Hawks are really taking care of the basketball, and they're really getting a lot of assists as a team. I don't know if that continues as we go forward, but these 3 games, that's exactly what it's been. 10 steals for the Hawks, 6 for the Pacers, 5 blocks for the Hawks, 3 for the Pacers. 10 turnovers for the Hawks, 13 points off of those. 12 turnovers for the Pacers, 19 points off of those. Fast break points, the Hawks are getting out there. 28 fast break points to the 8 for the Pacers. That's crazy. That is a lot of fast break points for these Hawks. Keep an eye open for that. And they slaughtered them. Boy, did the Hawks slaughter these boys in the paint. 74 to 38. That's a hell of a discrepancy there. The Hawks were at one point were up by 28, and the Pacers blew a 12-point lead, and the Hawks ended up winning by 20. And let's get to the Hawks box score. 33 minutes of play, Jalen Johnson played. 22 points, 13 boards, 8 assists, 2 steals, 9 of 16 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3. That boy is pretty good. He had a block there, too. Zachary Richardson, 23 minutes of play, 13 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3. He was a +6. Kristaps Porzingis, 23 minutes of play, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 4 of them offensive, 1 assist and 1 block, 6 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. 0 in the plus minus there. Nah, 32 minutes of play, 21 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 8 of 14 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. 7 plus 17 for Nah. Dyson Daniels, 38 minutes of play, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 8 of 13 from the field, plus 13 for his squad. Boy, him and Nah, Dyson Daniels and Nah, talk about point of attack defense. They got some of the best there is. Yet again, we see another fantastic defense. Onyeka Okongwu, 28 minutes of play, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, plus 15. Keep an eye open for Onyeka shooting threes from the corner. He tends to hit those, man. We do not want to leave him open. Mohamed Gay had 16 minutes of play, had 6 points, 6 rebounds, 3 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. Let's see. Luke Kennard had 27 minutes out there, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists on 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. Keaton Wallace, 17 minutes, 11 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 4 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3. He shot very well, and he's another good point of attack defender, just like his brother Kason out in OKC. They had some guys chip in with a minute of play, garbage time for Caleb Houston, Dante. I'm not sure what his first name, Nikili, something Dante. I'm not really familiar, but he was out there for a minute. Asa Newell, the rookie, got 1 minute, and Jacob Toppin got 1 minute as well. And they just blew out the Pacers. You saw how it went. Let's move on. That wasn't even worth talking about. They stomped them boys out. All right. Next up were the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Hawks did not get the win in Cleveland. Not surprising there. Cleveland's a good team. 117-109 was the score. Let's get into the box, or rather the team stats. 50% from the Hawks. Did they shoot 50% in all of these games? It seems like they did. 39 of 77 from the field. 26% from the 3, 6 of 23. That's terrible volume, terrible shooting. At least they didn't keep shooting that they couldn't, even though they were missing, because that's something teams tend to do at times. They got to the line 35 times, did the Hawks, 71%, 25 of them hit. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, 40 of 97 from the field for 41%, 20 of 57 from the 3, 35%. That's a lot of threes. And 17 of 18 from the field, from the free throw line for 94% for the Cavs, who won the game. The Hawks did win the boards 46 of 44. The Hawks had 8 offensive boards to the Cavs 13, though. And the Hawks got their 28 assists. Cavs had 30. Hawks get a lot of assists, man. I wonder where they're at as it pertains to that category amongst the rest of the league, because this is the best team I've seen in that category thus far. 9 steals for the Hawks, 12 for the Cavs, 3 blocks for the Hawks, 4 for the Cavs. 23 turnovers for the Hawks. Now they're getting really bad at the turnover situation. 33 points conceded off of those. That's the high that I've seen this season from all that I've been paying attention to. And this is a team that's been taking care of the ball, but Trae Young being out makes a difference. 18 turnovers for the Cavs, 20 points conceded off of those. The Hawks didn't get in the fast break too much on this one. 14 points in the fast break, 27 for the Cavs. 60 points in the paint for the Hawks, 34 for the Cavs. Keep an eye open for these Hawks. They do not mind attacking in the paint. They do not mind. So we need to take care of business there. The Hawks had a 4-point lead in this one. The Cavs at one point had a 14-point lead and ultimately won by, 8? My math is trash, but I believe that's 8. All right, let's look at the Hawks box score and pretend the Cavs don't have a box score as usual. Jalen Johnson, 35 minutes of play, 23 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 16 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3. He also had 4 turnovers. He was a -12. Zachary Shashay, 24 minutes of play, 8 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, 3 steals, 4 of 8 from the field. He's another one of those great point of attack defenders. They got some of the best in the league. Between them and Portland, they have all the guys you want running the point of attack in this league. I mean, these two front offices believe in that kind of thing. And we just so happen to see them early in the season. Let's see if we can have the same type of success. Kristaps Porzingis, 28 minutes of play, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 3 of them offensive, 5 assists, 1 block, 5 of 11 from the field, or 4 from 3, a -9 there. 28 minutes of play. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had 34 minutes. He had 16 points as well, 5 assists, 3 boards. 5 turnovers, 3 of 11 from the field, or 4 from 3. 10 of 11 from the free throw line, though, for Nall. Keep him off the line. He tends to have these bad shooting nights. I've been telling people this for years. He is not a great, efficient shooter at all. He's just not. Dyson Daniels, 36 minutes of play, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, 8 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He only attempted 1 3 and missed it, a -7. Very good shooting night for Dyson Daniels, who started off the season slow. As I said, he was starting to snap out of that slump right about now. Onyeka Okongwu, 26 minutes of play, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3. Not a great night for Onyeka. He was a +4 out there. Mohamed Gay, 8 minutes, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 on 1 from the field, +5 on the night. Luke Kennard, 32 minutes of play, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 5 of 6 from the field, 3 or 4 from 3. Good shooting night, +5 for Luke. And Victor Krejci, who they've been using a little more lately, 17 minutes of play, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Not a great night for Victor, and I'm not a big Victor guy. I haven't really seen much from him that makes me say he should be playing too much, but they like him there, so that's the Hawks. Loss against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's move on. All right, the next game was against the Orlando Magic, and they beat the Magic at home, 127-112. So let's see where the team stats are with this particular game. The Magic shot 43% from the field, 36 of 83. The Hawks shot 55% from the field, 40 of 72. So again, above 50% from the field. They don't miss too many twos. From the 3, they were 13 of 30. 43% for the Hawks, 11 of 34 for the Magic, 32% there. Both teams got to the line a ridiculous amount of times. The Hawks significantly more ridiculous, 34 of 42 for 81% from the free throw line, and 29 of 33 for 87% from the line for the Magic. The Magic won the boards 41 of 34, had 14 offensive rebounds, did Orlando in this losing effort, 6 of them for the Hawks. The Hawks had only 23 assists in this one, and the Magic had 26. From the steal category, you have the Hawks with 11 and 9 for the Magic. Magic had 1 block, the Hawks had 6. And 19 turnovers for the Magic, 21 points off of those. 20 turnovers for the Hawks, 24 points off of those. Fast break points, 23-16 was the Hawks getting the lead there, and both teams had 46 points in the paint. The Hawks at one point had a 25-point lead, and I would say that the Magic had a 2-point lead probably early on. All right, box score. Hawks only. Jalen Johnson, 33 minutes of play, 17 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 6 of 11 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3, a -1 there. He has yet to have a plus minus in all of these games. He's been a minus in all of them. He's a great player, but for whatever reason, he doesn't win his possessions or whatever, however that goes. Zachary Richache, 26 minutes of play, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 7 of 14 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, plus 14 for last year's first overall pick. Kristaps Porzingis, 26 minutes of play, 15 points, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 boards, 2 of 8 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 11 of 13 from the free throw line. I've been seeing this too much, guys. People shooting poorly from the field and making up for it at the free throw line. I can't help but wonder if that's by design. See it too much for the last several years. Plus 18 for Kristaps Porzingis in 26 minutes of play. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 20 points in 32 minutes, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 7 turnovers in this game, 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. So he shot well, but he was hell, turning the ball over, a plus 5 there. Dyson Daniels, what stands out before I even get into the box score is a plus 25 plus minus. Wow, 18 points in 35 minutes. He also had 6 boards, 6 assists, 2 steals, 8 of 9 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. Did he snap out of that shooting slump? I'd say so. 8 of 9 from the field is pretty damn good. This was a really good game for Dyson. Onyeka Okongwu, 27 minutes of play, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and a block. 33 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Again, shooting threes very well. -1 for his team. Mohamed Gay, 18 minutes of play, 5 points, 3 rebounds. 3 blocks as well for Mohamed. 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. A -1 for his team. And Luke Kennard, 20 minutes of play, 6 points, 1 rebound, 3 steals, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, a +6 there. And Victor Krejci, 7 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. Good shooting night, +13. And Keaton Wallace, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 of 2 from the 3, as well as the field, a -1. Houston and Newell chipped in with a minute, and that was how it went. They took care of business against the Orlando Magic in their building, in Atlanta, to be clear. And now we only have one more game to cover. Hopefully you guys aren't bored to tears. So the next game was another cup game. I believe one of the other ones was a cup game, and I probably didn't mention it. But yeah, they lost bad to Toronto last night, 109-97 in Atlanta. It's pretty embarrassing for the Hawks. And they had a lead at one point in this game, and they blew it. But they shot poorly from the field, 34% from the field, 33 of 96. So all that 50% stuff from the field crap is over. Hopefully that continues into tonight. They shot 23% from the 3, putrid, 9 of 38. But they did shoot very well from the line, 22 of 23 for 95%. Meanwhile, the winning Toronto Raptors were 37 of 91 from the field for 40%. Not much better, to be honest. 12 of 38 from the 3 for 31%. That's okay. And 23 of 25 from the free throw line for 92%. So this was a lot of bricks. A lot of bricks. I imagine it'd be a lot of offensive rebounds. And there were 19 of them for the Hawks, 13 for the Toronto Raptors, 54 total rebounds for the Hawks, 48 for the Raptors. So yeah, that's what I expected. That's what I saw. And the assist category, 24 for the Hawks, 23 for the Toronto Raptors. So they're getting worse at the assist category. They were doing great when they had Trey. Haven't been able to make it right since. 11 steals for the Raptors, 8 for the Hawks, 7 blocks for the Hawks, 6 for the Raptors. 19 points for the Hawks, 17 points conceded off of those, 19 turnovers. Did I say points? Anyway, 13 turnovers for the Raptors, 19 points conceded off of those. 21 points for the Raptors, only 11 for the Hawks. They've regressed mightily there. And 44 points in the paint for the Raptors, 42 for the Hawks. At one point, the Raptors were up by 12, won the game by 12, so that might have been the winning score. And 13 was what the Hawks blew. Let's ignore Toronto entirely as it pertains to the box score and go straight to the Hawks as usual. Jalen Johnson, 33 minutes of play, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 6 turnovers, 8 of 14 from the field. He was a -9 because he's never a plus, ever, apparently. Zachary Richache, 30 minutes of play, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 6 of 16 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, +4 for his team. Not a good shooting night for him, I'd say. No. Kristaps Porzingis, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 of them offensive, 3 assists, 4 blocks, 4 of 16 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3. Also, part of the problem as it pertains to shooting, +5 on the night, 8-8 from the free throw line. Keep him off the line, too. I don't like Kristaps getting to the line that much. He's hitting too many of them any damn way. Don't let him get to the line. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 30 minutes of play, 20 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 of 14 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. Shots 50% from both. That's not what I expect from him. A -13, but he did shoot well. Hopefully that doesn't continue tonight off of back-to-back. Dyson Daniels, 35 minutes of play, 7 points, 8 rebounds, 5 offensive boards for Dyson, 8 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 2 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. If only he could hit some shots. I guess he's going back into the slump. He's just having a bad shooting year all the way around. He had a good couple of games, but last night was bad. But he does fill up the box score quite a bit, and they really rely upon him to help them with assists because they don't really have a pure point guard out there outside of him. And he hasn't been groomed to be a point guard, more so a 2, although he was drafted to be a point guard. So they got to try to figure something out there as a team, and I think he's probably their best bet in regards to helping ball movement. Onyeka Okongwu, 26 minutes of play, 7 points, 11 boards, 4 of offensive, 1 steal, 2 of 12 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3. Another putrid shooter, a -11 on the night for Onyeka. Muhammad Gay had 19 minutes, 2 points, 7 rebounds, 3 of them offensive, 1 assist, 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3. Boy, the bricks were falling. Bad. Keaton Wallace, 7 points in 20 minutes of play, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. He probably should have shot more. And Victor Krejci did not score. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and he was 0 of 3 from both the 3 and the field. And a -16 for him. So, yeah, the Hawks had a real bad night shooting the ball, the worst that we've seen in the 6 games we've covered here. And, you know, they got to turn around and play against us tonight. That's going to be tough for them. It's a trap game for us because you would expect the team's going to try to clean up a lot of what they had go wrong, but they're also in flux. They're kind of staggering, as we can clearly see. And just speaking clearly and just freely, as a Laker unbiased person, not a fan, this is the wrong team for the Hawks to have to face coming off of what they dealt with last night. This Laker team is good. We are very good, actually, this season. We're 7-2, and I'm very confident we're going to beat the hell out of the Hawks tonight if we come in serious. But every game is its own game, and one thing we got to understand about this Hawks team is that they have shown us in these 6 games that we've covered that they can assist very well, that when they have Trae Young, they take care of the ball. When they don't, they seem to be getting progressively worse. I think that might be a coaching thing, and listening to some people, they don't really like the rotations. It's a lot going on there that's not good, and it just seems to me that they may be spiraling based on the lack of success. It's like they're a team that's, when it's really high, they're really high, and when they're really low, they're really low, and they react to success and failure, it seems to me the Hawks do. I'm not a fan of Quinn Snyder. I think he's on the low end of average, to be honest with you. I didn't agree with the hiring. I think they could go in a different direction there if they continue to spiral. Obviously, the Trae Young injury gives them an excuse. But I just had this team being one of the best teams in the East, and they're starting off slow. And to be honest with you, they really haven't played a very tough schedule for them to be losing the way they have. They did play OKC and the Bulls, as we clearly saw, and Cavs. Those are good teams. But to get stomped out by Toronto, that's a red flag. They shouldn't be spiraling as bad as they are. They do need to try to address their point guard position. And so I expect for them to continue to stagger a bit. You know, but overall, these teams, like I said, they have some extreme strengths. Their defense is an extreme strength for them. So if we have a bad shooting night and don't crash the glass, we could have issues. If we, have a pedestrian ball handling night tonight, it could be a little bit of an issue. But the way the Lakers have been tearing up great defenses to start the season, I would expect that we're going to have a lot of success against a team that probably shouldn't be able to keep up with us scoring-wise. They did have a good scoring night against the Magic, but the Magic are kind of staggering too. They have their issues. The Lakers should be able to take care of business tonight. I'm just going to be honest with you. This would be a very disappointing loss if the Lakers lose this game. This is just not a great Hawks team. Although the roster says they're very deep, they're missing some key components. Without Trae Young, they don't really have a pure point guard. They're constructed to play defense around Trae, who's supposed to do a bunch of scoring. They don't really go to their rookie Asa Newell, although I think he could help them if they go to him. They don't go to him. They play Muhammad Gay and Victor Krejci a little more. I'm not really sure about that. I don't think I agree with that, to be honest with you. They got to get Asa Newell involved. And it's just I just think that the biggest problem they have besides Trae Young's injury is their coach. Quinn Snyder just ain't that great at what he does, man. He's just not. He never has been. And so, like I said, the way that we're doing things right now, the way that we're clicking on all cylinders, I expect a big win tonight for the Lakers. This should be one of the easiest wins of the season because our offense should overcome their defense just like we've been doing everybody's defense. And quite honestly, I don't know that they could score against our defense, which is pretty average, but like they're really struggling. So, Jalen Johnson rolled his ankle last night. That's bad. I don't know if he's going to go tonight or not. He's not listed on the injury report, so I imagine he's going to go, but they probably should be a little more cautious with him since he literally is injury prone as hell and probably their best player on the floor right now. So if they give him a scratch tonight, I think it would be smart, but I don't know that they're going to do that. I don't know that they're very smart. I'm just being honest. So the injury report tells us Maxi Kleber is a game-time decision. He may go tonight. Welcome back, Maxi. Austin Reeves will be out tonight. Braun, of course, out. Adu Thero is close to being a game-time decision. From what I understand, he may be a game-time decision tonight, but he's listed as out, so we'll see if something changes. Gabe Vincent is close to coming back, it seems. That's unfortunate in my opinion, but he is out tonight. So for the Hawks, Luke Kennard is out. That is not good for them. That is not good for them. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is a game-time decision, also not good for them. Kristaps Porzingis is out. I didn't know he was on the injury report until now. We don't have to worry about Kristaps. Maybe Ace Anua will get some minutes. And, of course, Trae Young is going to be out to the end of the month. So that's what it is, man. That's what's going on with the Hawks. They're just a staggering team. I expected much more from them. Obviously, it's a lot of season left. But I really had them as one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. And I didn't take into account that if Trae goes down, they don't have a real point guard. That is just something I didn't see. They got a lot of things. A lot of front court players, obviously good wings. Risa Shea, upside is crazy. I love Jalen Johnson, even though he never went to plus minus. But at the end of the day, you need a point guard to make everything go. And if you don't have one, nothing's going. So the Lakers going to be wearing white tonight, and the Hawks will be wearing red, as you can clearly see. So, yeah, our projected starters, Marcus Smart, Luka Doncic, Rui Hachimura, Jake LaRavia, and DeAndre Ayton, with everybody out. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, Zachary Sachet, and Onyeka Okongwu for the Hawks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Dyson Daniels. That's what it really comes down to. They are steals merchants. They are two of the better defensive players in all of basketball. They are going to force turnovers. They're going to. Even against great players, I expect for them to do so. Jalen Johnson, like I said, he's hobbled, man. We got to go at him, try to keep him backpedaling, try to see if he's moving side to side. I would take advantage of him. I would try to switch out on him and see if he's not a deficient player in the defensive end more so than usual. He's not a bad defender by any stretch of the imagination, but with an ankle injury just last night, I would test it. I would try to get Luka out on him and try to take advantage of him a lot tonight. Zachary Sachet is a nice young player. I'm a fan. I like him a lot. But his development is going on as planned, so I don't know if this will be a big night for him or not. Probably not. But you do have to circle him as a guy with a lot of upside and somebody who could break out at any moment. So if he were to have a big breakout night tonight, it wouldn't be overly surprising to see him do something special. But you're not counting on it necessarily. And Onyeka Okongwu is a good player, good rebounder. It's getting a lot of offensive boards. It's going to be incumbent upon him to do so without Kristaps tonight. And so I expect for a massive game from Onyeka Okongwu. Mohamed Gay is a really good defensive player, so be careful with him. He also crashes the glass with a lot of energy. He will be on the floor a lot tonight. We know that. And the Hawks, they're in a tough spot, man. It's the second night of a back-to-back, so it's a big trap game for the Lakers. All things considered, this is the type of game the Lakers can waltz in and say, we probably can win. And then you end up having a big night from Nah and Dyson Daniels where they get 5 steals apiece, and you end up losing by 2. You don't want that to happen. I understand that the Hawks played poorly last night, and everything in the numbers is telling us the Hawks are likely going to play poorly, but every game is its own game, and everybody wakes up for the Lakers. So we need to be awake for these little teams that are hobbling and not expected to do much. Couldn't score last night. I've seen us lose games like this. It's about your mentality if you're the winner, the team with the upper hand, so to speak. If you're the better team, it's all about your mentality. You can lose this game if you come in with the wrong mentality. But if you come in with the right mentality, you likely win the game by 30 because this team is spiraling in the wrong direction. And they don't seem to have any real direction without Trae Young. So that's really what it is. Like I said, the Lakers have been running into some of the best defenses in the league lately. I don't know why they scheduled us playing against all these great perimeter defenders. It seemed like every team with good perimeter defenders they gave us the beginning of the schedule, and we've been knocking them off. And so I'd expect the same for tonight. I really do. The way that we've been approaching these basketball games, we've had the right mentality no matter who's on the floor, and we can't get too comfortable because two of our stars are out too. So I'd imagine the Lakers are coming in with a certain sense of pride, also given the fact that we've been winning all of these games on the road. And this is yet another game on the road that we need to win. And so given the fact this is the start of a road trip, we've had, 2 nights off in a row. We haven't played in a couple of days. The Lakers should be well rested. We're getting some guys back. We should be excited about Maxey coming back. We should be excited about Adu Thero coming in. Gives us a little more just depth overall and just better health, for which we definitely been waiting for. So, yeah, man, this is the start of a road trip. Bron will be available, I think, at the end of this. As the road trip ends, we start a double game of Utah matchups. We see Utah twice in a row. I think it's expected that Bron will play in one of those Utah games, but that's like 6 games from now, so we got a little ways to go. But we're getting healthier. That's the point. And I think they're being not overly cautious, but properly cautious with Austin Reeves. I think he's dealing with some type of growing or something. I don't really know exactly what's going on with Austin, but he is going to be out again tonight. And I think this is a special for Luka. Y'all know how he is about teams that traded him. And the Hawks traded him on draft night. A lot of people have forgotten that he went for 72 points in that building, 2 years ago? Against this Hawks team. He takes it very seriously when he sees this squad. He makes it his business to put belt to backside when it comes to these Hawks. So I would expect the same tonight. Big night from Luka, or overshooting night from Luka. One other way or another, he's definitely going to look to be extremely aggressive against this basketball team. It's a 5-game road trip, and what comes to mind for me is stay healthy. We don't need any new injuries popping up, man. Rui, Luka, Jackson Hayes, guys like that. I need y'all to just take care of your bodies out here. Don't do too much. Be mindful of how you're moving around out there. Let's stay healthy, because these are the road trips people be getting hurt on. Charlotte, Atlanta, these are the road trips. So we need to be very, very cautious and continue to be as cautious as we've been with injuries. If we pick them up, we rest the guy. We don't care. These teams that we're going to see over the next couple of days are not that great, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. Atlanta, not very good right now. Charlotte, we should beat these teams, man. Then we got OKC. So I don't want us to overlook Atlanta and Charlotte. Looking forward to OKC, and I think our team has been doing a very good job of not doing that. I think we should have a positive road trip. We should win more games than we lose in this road trip. And that's really what I got to say about that. I don't expect any letdowns tonight. The way this team has been approaching, the pride that we've been taking into other people's building, the pride we've been taking against good defensive players, the pride we've been taking in overcoming our injury issues and winning these basketball games. I think we're legitimate at this point. And I expect to win tonight. I really do. I haven't come into a basketball game as confident as I'm coming in tonight. And like I said, a lot of times I'll be backwards, man. When I have the most confidence, we lose. When I have the most pessimism, we win. It's something that I've seen a lot. So you come in even keeled, but I expect the team has a good attitude just as a whole. It's good times. And like I said, Luka hates the Hawks. He hates them with a passion for trading him on draft night. So I know he's going to kill them tonight. I have all the confidence in the world in him. And of course, we have players that are playing well just in general. Jake LaRavia is breaking out. DeAndre Ayton's playing some of the best ball of his career for us. He's been tremendous. Marcus Smart doing all the winning things. We found a way to win that San Antonio game, which was one of the more bizarre and difficult games to win. We've had rest. I just don't see a whole lot lining up for us to be pessimistic tonight. And that's why it's a trap game. I've seen the Lakers, and been watching this game for 30 years. I've seen the Lakers have all these things lined up perfectly and drop the damn game. So let's not do that. BDL 44. I thank y'all for watching. Out.